K8, welcome back to my channel. If you're coming back, then you've seen my one video, and if you're new here, welcome in. I'll just introduce myself. My name is K8, that's my stage name. I'm a singer, songwriter, and music producer. I'm currently producing on GarageBand, but I produced my song You, which is out now. You can go stream it on BandLab, and then I did my vocals on GarageBand, so I'm kind of shifting over to GarageBand, but currently I'm on GarageBand on an iPad. And this channel is all about my music, my lifestyle, and kind of just deep diving into how I do songs and make songs. But for this video, I wanted to start with kind of just a little introduction of who I am, as well as giving you a few things that I'm working on. So that's what this is. So I thought it would be fitting to start by kind of just discussing what music is to me.
Oh yeah, I don't know why I was talking so like proper in that, but yeah, anyways.
For me, music has always been something that I go to for every emotion that I'm feeling, or rather writing is what I go to. So I've always been very shy about my music, but it's kind of a shy because I'm scared of judgment. So I've never been scared to sing around a vocal coach or to sing in front of people that I don't know. I post myself all over TikTok. I'm obviously posting myself on YouTube, but it's kind of just inward scared that I'm going to be judged. So I'm always afraid that people from my school are going to find my TikTok or my YouTube. I'm very scared that my family will see my music, and it's kind of just a judgment fear that I have. But I know that if my family were to find my music, they would love it and they would embrace it, but I'm not ready to show them yet. And so it's kind of just something that I struggle with as an artist to share to people that I know, like my friends. I've kind of just been opening up to them, but I haven't even shown them any of my music yet. And I'm kind of trying to get myself more comfortable with sharing and putting myself out there, because there's a lot of things that I want to show people and that I want to put out because it really does reflect my emotions. But I'm just not ready to put that vulnerable side out of myself to people that I know, but I'm really working towards that. And so that's kind of just what music means to me and how important it is, especially in my life and my lifestyle. It's something that I work on my music every single day, and I sing songs every single day, whether it be for 10 minutes on my ride to school or for an entire day when I do kind of a little songwriting session. It really is something that I focus on and that I love and that is a part of me. Alright guys, I thought that I'd take you into like a little songwriting session. So I made this yesterday. I saw a TikTok of someone saying, can anyone make this into a song? And it was like a glitched subway system was making that noise. So a lot of people were like posting their submissions and doing all this stuff. So I was like, okay, like I gotta have a go at this. So I made it, and I actually really like the song. So I've already recorded some lyrics, but they're not clicking with me. So I'm gonna just go over it again. And I also thought it would be a cool time to show you guys what goes through my mind and kind of just all that stuff. So I've already made this whole beat. Again, I use GarageBand, so I'm on GarageBand right now. And then I've got my little speaker. But yeah, so you're not gonna see my beat making process because that's kind of spontaneous and I have to get it down when I get it down. But you know, that kind of is also my vocals, but it's a lot easier to show my lyrics and my vocals and my thought process for that because that is kind of fresh. So yeah, let's get into that. And then the first couple lines that you hear, I've already kind of written and thought out, but I really don't know what to do for the chorus, so it's kind of just gonna be a little bit of gibberish at this point. But while this is going on YouTube, this is also for me to kind of look back and see, even if I'm going, it gives me a melody to follow, and it gives me kind of a rough idea for if I can add lyrics in later. And it's also kind of fun to go back and watch your process and see what changed. So, okay, here we go. This is the sampled subway system thing. It's kind of heavy. It's simple. Oh, I don't wanna know how far I'm running. Oh no, I don't it's hard to regroup when you know just what you lost. You think you know what you've got till it's gone. And that's all I've got. That's the end of it. But it is kind of a heavy track. But it's something that I really like, and also kind of showed to me that my writing is really spontaneous, because I was in kind of a little bit of like a writer's rut. I kept going back and forth between this song. I'll show you guys. This one is called Up All Night. It's kind of the title track of what my EP is going to be. But I was kind of only working on this song, and I was feeling a little lost because every time that I tried to make a new song, I didn't like it. I was falling flat, or I was sampling a beat. And I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of sampling beats because it feels a lot more personal when I produce it. So, okay, this one is called Up All Night, and this is the one that I've been working on alongside the other beat. I mean, I just started working on the one where it's like low fat. But so yeah, this one is called Up All Night, and this is a track I'm also gonna sing over for you guys because, oh no, I do have some vocals recorded. They're not edited, so they're probably real bad. But let's hear this one. They're kind of similar with like the drums and the vibe, I guess. That's kind of all I have for that one. I do really like doing that kind of like choppy stuff in there, but yeah, that's kind of what's going on right now with my process and my songwriting process. And so I'm gonna record some vocals for the other song and then check back later.
So this is me basically going in and like chopping up all my vocals to get out all of the like background noise and just anything that sounds bad. Before I go in and re-record, I try to make it sound as good as it can with the current vocals. So that also means adding plugins and adding compression and EQ. But for some reason my iPad doesn't let me add any additional plugins, so I edit a ton of stuff using the iPad and then I transfer it to my phone where I continue editing it. I just think it's a little bit easier to edit on the bigger screen, but when I need to go in and add those additional plugins and EQ, I move it over to my phone. So yeah, I just did a ton on here and then I move it to my phone. All right, I forgot to finish filming, but I'm currently on a walk, so I'm just gonna finish here. But that's kind of my whole process and what goes through my mind and my head when I am making songs and making music. So I hope you guys like it, and I hope that you stay tuned for my next video, cause girl, it's coming soon.